Hey, have you ever watched a hacker in a movie and thought, yeah, right, that's not how it works? I mean, let's be honest. Hollywood has been butchering hacking for years. Hackers in movies type at lightning speed, break into government systems in under 10 seconds, and always have some fancy 3D interface with glowing neon text. It's all so ridiculous that even people who know nothing about computers can tell it's fake. But then something happened. In 2014, Watch Dogs came out. A year later, Mr. Robot hit TV screens. And for the first time, hacking didn't look like magic. It looked real. These two didn't just make hacking look cool. They changed the way people saw it. They introduced real-world hacking to the masses in a way that was both terrifying and fascinating. And today, we're going to talk about how they did it. Before we get into Watch Dogs and Mr. Robot, let's talk about how hacking was usually portrayed in media. Think back to movies like Hackers, Swordfish, or even that infamous NCIS scene where two people are typing on the same keyboard to stop the attack. It's all nonsense, just visual noise to make computers look exciting. Characters yell things like, "I'm in," or "I've bypassed the firewall," and suddenly, they have complete control over a government mainframe. No real-world tools, no actual hacking methods, just a bunch of flashing screens and techno music. And then, Watch Dogs changed the game. When Watch Dogs launched in 2014, it felt different. Instead of being some elite government hacker in a secret lair, you were just a guy with a smartphone. Aiden Pearce wasn't breaking into top-secret networks. He was walking around Chicago, hacking streetlights, bank accounts, and security cameras with a few taps on his phone. It was slick. It was seamless. And most importantly, it was based on reality. The game's whole premise was built around a smart city system called ctOS, a fictional operating system controlling the entire city's infrastructure. Sounds futuristic, right? Except it wasn't. In the real world, we already have systems like this. Smart cities use centralized networks to manage traffic lights, public transportation, and surveillance cameras. And as terrifying as it sounds, some of these systems can be exploited. For example, there's a search engine called Shodan that lets you find unsecured devices connected to the internet, things like webcams, security systems, and even industrial controls. There are real hacking tools like Wireshark, Metasploit, and Kali Linux that let people analyze and exploit networks, just like in the game. Watch Dogs didn't just make hacking fun. It made people realize that this stuff is real. But then came Mr. Robot, and it took things to a whole new level. If Watch Dogs was an introduction to hacking, Mr. Robot was a full-blown masterclass. The show followed Elliot Alderson, a cybersecurity engineer by day and a vigilante hacker by night. Unlike every other Hollywood show, Mr. Robot didn't just throw random code on screen. It showed real hacking methods, using real tools with real consequences. Elliot wasn't typing gibberish into a computer and hoping for the best. He was using actual hacking techniques. Kali Linux, a real hacking OS used for penetration testing. Raspberry Pi hacks, used to breach secure networks. Social engineering, manipulating people to gain access to systems. DDoS attacks with Loic, crashing websites by flooding them with traffic. Every single hack in Mr. Robot was something that could be done in the real world. And that made it terrifying. The crazy part? These weren't just entertainment. They actually changed people's perception of hacking. After Mr. Robot aired, Google searches for terms like ethical hacking and penetration testing skyrocketed. Cybersecurity courses saw an increase in enrollment. People wanted to learn how to protect themselves, or maybe, just maybe, how to hack like Elliot Alderson. Watch Dogs had a similar effect. It introduced millions of gamers to ideas like mass surveillance, privacy breaches, and digital warfare, all through an interactive, immersive experience. And that's what made these two so special. They weren't just telling a cool story. They were showing us something real and making us question just how vulnerable we really are. Here's the thing. Neither Watch Dogs nor Mr. Robot really needed to exaggerate anything. We live in a world where people use weak passwords, connect to unsecured Wi-Fi networks, and freely give away personal information on social media. You don't need to be a genius hacker to exploit that. Most of the time, hacking isn't about brute force. It's about manipulation. It's about watching, learning, and taking advantage of human mistakes. Both Watch Dogs and Mr. Robot taught us that hacking isn't some far-off, futuristic threat. It's happening right now. It's everywhere. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize it. So if you played Watch Dogs and thought, wow, this is kind of terrifying, you were right. If you watched Mr. Robot and felt paranoid afterward, that's the point. These weren't just power fantasies. They were reflections of the world we live in. Maybe even warnings. And as technology gets smarter, more connected, and more invasive, it's not hard to imagine a future where hacking isn't just something we see in games and TV shows. It's something that affects all of us every single day. So what do you think? Did Watch Dogs or Mr. Robot change the way you see hacking? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me what other games or shows I should cover next. Oh, and maybe, just maybe consider using a VPN. See you in the next one.